Hello everyone, welcome to Laid Back Bricks. Today we will be showcasing set number 40615, the Brickheadz Tusken Raider. This set retailed for $9.99 here in the US and has 152 pieces. As of the filming of this video, this set is retired but still available from certain places online. The side of the box here features the Tusken Raider as first seen in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, clutching his gaffy stick. On the back of the box, we will see that the Brickheadz model can be removed from its stand for easier play. We also have a couple of still images from A New Hope, this top one here featuring Luke's Landspeeder, which we also feature in the back using the 2017 model. This side of the box doesn't have anything to note, nor does the bottom, and the top has one of those little size comparisons. I'm not sure why they do these. Maybe it's for people who have never built a Lego set before. I always find them sort of comical. Inside, you're going to find 3 unnumbered part bags as well as a small instruction manual. Now, this was the first time my wife or I had ever built a Brickheadz figure, and we were overall very impressed. For just $10, the detail here is quite excellent, and the build experience and watching all that detail come together was a lot of fun. There's even a pink piece in the middle of the build that I'm guessing represents the Tusken Raider's heart, which I'm a sucker for little Easter eggs inside sets that you'd never find unless you actually built the set, so that's a big win for me. Here's the detailed figure. Look at those printed satchel pieces on the front, the face details coming together. I love the use of this sloped piece down on the bottom and then a bigger sloped piece under it to create some depth in the Tusken Raider's robe. And there's actually another sloped piece here on the back to continue that robe. Speaking of the back, we can also find the rifle that is clipped at a diagonal angle to make it look like it's slung over the Tusken Raider's shoulder when viewed from the front. The top of the head has some great spike detail. It's just an iconic Tusken Raider look, and it's instantly recognizable. Big fan of how they pulled this off. In the right hand of the Tusken Raider, we can see the gaffy stick, which is the Tusken Raider's weapon of choice. This one is minifigure scale, so it's a little small, but as long as you don't look at it too closely, it doesn't look too weird, and I think for a $10 set, it's just fine. Let's compare the Brickheadz model to some Tusken Raider minifigures now. I got these from 2017's Tatooine Battle Pack, and I love these minifigs, so naturally, I'm really going to enjoy the Tusken Raider. I love how the colors all match. The juxtaposition of the mostly printed details on the minifigures to the mostly brick-built details on the Brickheadz model, I think they go great together, and I don't know what this silliness is, but it felt right. We can pop the Tusken Raider Brickhead off of its stand here to view its feet, which are just 2 2x1 plates stacked on top of each other for each leg. Let's get into play now. How do we play with the Tusken Raider? Well, any Tatooine sets are going to work great. We do have the Master Builder Series Mos Eisley Cantina, but we haven't opened that one yet. That's going to be a much bigger project here on the channel. So instead, let's bring in Luke's Landspeeder. Again, this is the 2017 model. We'll bring in Luke here. You can probably tell that we are recreating that classic scene from Episode 4, A New Hope, where the Tusken Raiders discover Luke, knock him unconscious, and then rifle through all of his belongings in the Landspeeder. The larger-than-life Tusken Raider just makes this very comical, in my opinion. Something about improperly scaled minifigs, or characters rather, in Star Wars is just hilarious to me, so I get a lot of joy just looking at this right here. Let's bring in old man Ben Kenobi and recreate the scene where he scares off the Tusken Raiders. So these two are going to run away in fear. However, we can see the fate of the galaxy would be very different if there was a much larger Tusken Raider when Luke got knocked unconscious. All right, let's set up a new scene. Here I've got the 2017 Mos Eisley Cantina. This is going to be another funny one. We can see the larger Tusken Raider sees his friend go in the cantina and is not so happy about being too big to get in. So we covered play, but what about display? Now, this is a Brickhead, so obviously it has a stand, which is a perfectly acceptable way to display it. However, if you want to get a little fancier, might I suggest making something like a little mock display? Simply using some tan and brown and gray pieces, I was able to make this little cave for our Brickheadz Tusken Raider to live in. To me, this display makes it feel like the Tusken Raider is waiting to ambush an unsuspecting foe at any given moment. So all in all, I think this is a wonderful set. The amount of detail you get for $9.99 is simply incredible. And if this is what most Brickheads are like, then I think I'm going to be a fan of them. If you made it this far into the video, comment hello there down below. And while you're down there, consider hitting the like button and maybe even subscribing. But above all else, don't forget to play.
Ka-ching.